Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summoners War video. Today we are on Trojan's account and he wants a BJR5 team. But I'm going to tell him that he can't do BJR5. Hey guys, before we start the video, if you guys are interested in getting advice and help from me and other Summoners War players, feel free to join my Discord where the link is in the descriptions below. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, become a Patreon, where the link for it is also in the descriptions. I want to say I appreciate all the support, and believe me, I really do. Anyways, that was it. Let's get back to the video. I usually like to do an account review before I do any improvement video. I think we can talk about this account before we even start the BJR5 making process. I'm going to tell him that I can't make it today, it's not going to work. But we're going to try our best and we're going to give him a baseline on what he needs to improve on so that he just has to work on some of the stuff in the game to eventually reach that goal. If we take a look at his profile, the highest he's reached is F3, which is fine. Arena record doesn't tell you anything about the account by itself. He did do 12 normal, 12 hard. He's been playing for 200 days. And he could do all the dungeons. He has a trickery done, although the DB12 is 2 minutes. All the dungeons are working. But why do I say that he can't do BJR5? I'm not talking about solo R5 guys, I'm talking about BJR5. But why can't he do that? That is because towers. So if we look at his towers, you could see that almost everything is not maxed towered other than the guardstone. And even the ones that are being powered up, they're really low. Like Wind Sanctuary level 1, Fire Sanctuary level 4, Water level 4, Crystal Altar 0, Ancient Store 3, Fallen Ancient 1. I mean, he's going for speed, so it makes sense. But the problem is that there are a couple towers here that are really important for BJR5, especially if you're an early game. One is the Fallen Ancient Keeper. This has to be max skilled, or you'll just have to get more from the runes. Ancient Sword has to be max skilled, or you'll have to get more from the runes, because these are all damage. And then now tankiness, Crystal Altar needs to be maxed, because you need the HP percent. And other than that, you still need to get fire because you want more damage from the Bale. All of this combined is the reason why I think he won't be able to actually run a BJR5. Maybe he could do a BJR4 if everything works out, but in his current state, it looks like BJR5 looks far off, unless he grinds his arena to get those towers leveled up, and that's gonna take a while. First of all, I did just put out these units out here, and you see that they are for the BJR5. Let's see what we could do. I'm hoping that we could get a working team, at least for BJR3, if he ever has to use one for R3 or a BJR4. So let's get right into it. So we'll start with the Bale. And sadly, seeing his build right now, he probably didn't know how to build him. I mean, he had a HP percentage slot 6, but we're going to see what the best Bale build we can make. I really don't want to sacrifice his Verd runes, so that's a problem. So we'll just see without sacrificing his dungeon runes, because those are probably the most important thing in his box right now for him to improve. So yeah, let's not touch the DB12 team and just make sure that we could get a tanky Bale for BJR5. So you guys have to all know that for Bale, you only really need 56% crit rate, because you are getting 23 from the Collie, and then you are getting 19, so that's 42. You need 58% in total, and everything else you could focus on EHP and damage. The minimum is I'm going to match is the EHP, and then damage secondary, because what's the point of your Bale dying too soon? He has to go twice at least. So let's just keep that in mind. Just make sure that he has 58% crit rate, and let's see how much stats we could dish out. Okay, so this is Bale on 59% crit rate, and this is the attack, the HP, the defense we got. Seeing the graph, or seeing the Excel file, it looks like we are getting the minimum amount of EHP. And it says that the minimum last shot will be 24k, which is actually really low. We actually wanted to do, yeah, at least 32k, but right now, seeing how it's so low, we can't do BJR5, seeing that this is the best hitting Bale, you need a lot of grinds, and you have the stats to do it, I think, to dish out some more. But if you do get everything powered up, for example, the Ancient Sword, the Fallen Ancient, the Fire Sanctuary, you'll at least get 30k, 28 to 30k with this rune set, meaning you just need slightly more than what you have. So the towers are so much, and without getting the towers right now, your damage is just way too low. Sadly, I don't think you could do BGR 5, but this is a start. And one other sad thing is that we used 3 mil of your mana or 4 mil of your mana just powering up all these runes for your Bale. Definitely, we might be low on mana later on. Let's see if we have some grinds here. No ancient grinds. Do you have some? Okay. No attack though. You have this, but I don't know if it's worth. Adding these might be better. Let's see if we could get a little more attack here, but that's only like a couple more. Okay, let's stop powering up the grinds for now, for the artifacts, because like I said, we are pretty low on mana, and I really want to get the basis of the team done for him. So next, let's move on to the Lauren, because she also needs to be on a double fight will set. Pretty tanky for that she survives. Okay, so this is Lauren on double fight will, and you guys probably see a change, and that is her star count. I brought out the 6-star Lauren because this 5-star Lauren with the runes that she currently had did not have enough EHP, effective HP, but now with this she does have it. I mean, yes, you could have gotten it with making this probably an HP set, but there weren't a lot of builds that could go with that. So I just switched it out. I saw that they were both fully scaled up, so you could just 6-star the other one whenever you have the time or the resources. But for now, I think you should just run the 6-star Lauren. Also, I made some changes in the Bale because I also noticed that Bale needed some speed, so we gave him plus 30 speed, plus 132. Overall, he still hits around 24k, sadly, which is still not enough for BGR 5. He still needs 8k more damage. So we're gonna use the Colleen. He has to go in front of the Lauren, so she's gonna be like 140 speed in total. She's going to be a frontline Colleen, so she's gonna have around plus 13k HP or plus 15k HP. But that's about her defense range is going to be around 800, 900 in total. But that's it. She's going to be on double fight will as well, so let's work on her. Okay, so this is Colleen on double fight will as well. Nothing really all powered up, and I'm not going to power them up. She has to be at a specific stat. It looks like to be a frontline Colleen. I'm just following it. We only have 10 mil mana left, so I'm going to try to save as much as possible just in case that we could give more improvements to the Bale later on. So 3 units are done, and really Jansen is the only one that's left that has a condition. Everything else just has to be on double fight or triple fight will. So I know this has to be on double fight, so let's just give this guy something. Yeah, something like this. I'm not going to be touching his runes probably, and this girl has to be on triple fight. I got a triple roll on this fight rune, so I got another fast rune for you. That's great. He has a fast rune here too. But let's just finish this off, put it on triple fight, and get it going. Yeah, something like that, right? So with this, we just have to finish this and test it out on BJR 4. BGR 5, like I said, is not going to happen, seeing how much damage he's lacking. But with the grinds later on, with the towers done, I think he could get it working with the current build that he has. But Jansen has to be a certain tankiness, so let's get right in. And this is the minimum EHP that we could put him on for him to be a backline unit. We do have to make some more changes because I want this girl to be a frontline. We're going to run a 3-3. And to do that, we actually need to make some appropriate changes because her HP range is okay, which has to be around 15 to 17k, but her defense range needs to be around 800, 900. But right now it's only like 600. So I actually have to make some changes there. The problem is with this rune, we have to use another rune here, probably like a defense percentage. Okay, so this is Colleen, but I think it's the bare minimum. because her defense is actually not 800 to 900. It might not be the bare minimum. It might be a little low. Well, yeah, it says it because we only have 793 defense. We need another like 10 defense for her to be in the range. But we'll just try it out because I really used up all the resources that we could, and this is currently the best that we could do. So there's gonna be 3 front lines, right? 1, 2, 3, and then 3 back lines. 1, 2, 3. And I think Jansen is on the bare minimum of his backline EHP. Same with Lauren, and the Bale is actually too squishy because his initial build was for a 4 front line, but because we know that we're going with a 3 front line, we actually need to make some changes on him. So I actually think that we have to change it to a Fatal Will set. Okay, so this is Bale on Fatal Will with a lot more tankiness. So now with the 3 front line, he has enough EHP for him to survive for at least the 2 hits. But sadly, like I said, we are not going to see the boss jump after 1 hit if we do BGR5, and I'll show you right now. But the team is done. The team is essentially done. He just needs to get this Bale hitting much harder. Currently, he's missing a lot of grinds. For example, here, right? He's missing an attack grind here. He is missing attack grinds here that we could give him right now. 2%. Okay. He's missing nothing here much. You don't want to give him more speed, but maybe more defense later on. I guess this is okay too, but you could get more attack here. I did grind in crit damage for this. But overall, that's what we could do, and that's the best we could do. Okay, so I'm gonna try it with this team, and we're gonna see if BGR5 works. Currently, I have 2 teams from my own solo R5 team, and then his team. I'm pretty sure his team is fairly better tuned than mine. My team is actually really badly tuned. My Bale is a little too slow for actually the guide. They should at least be 30 speed. You can see my Jansen, my Colleen, my Lauren. Overall, I think mine is not well. I don't even have a fight set. Oh my goodness. But we'll try it out. I think that's really bad that I don't have a fight set, but let's just see how this goes. It's ready. I'm gonna go ready up. Let's see if at least a strong person could carry him. My middle team is missing a fight set, but let's see how much damage this does. So everybody dies. Oh no, Colleen survived, so that's the important thing. There you go, and then it goes boom boom boom. 22k. Yeah, you can see that we did not jump after the first round. Now we jump, so that's not preferred. After the first all hits, we want the boss to jump. We still get 5 stacks. Defense break still goes in, so the skill 3 goes. And actually, I think 1 person can carry the team. 1 person can carry the team. I thought it wasn't going to work. 30 seconds still not bad, and he did 28%. So overall, I think this is pretty good. Let's try it one more time. I actually thought this wasn't going to work, and we did see it not jumping after the first Bale hit. Also, we saw Bale only hitting for 22k max. But it looks like 1 team can carry this. See, we did not jump. We see that Jansen used his skill, which we don't want. We want the raid boss to jump, yes. But Bale moved. So this is bad. I don't think that he's going to move at the right time. We still got the defense break, that's good. Oh no. Yeah, see, this is what happens. So sadly, my other team is not strong enough too. So we actually didn't hit as hard as we want. I'm pretty sure if my other team was stronger, and which I could make it stronger, I just used my leftover runes. So, and I didn't really care about my R5 failing here and there. Overall, I think it can work, and also we are missing a fight set in my team. So let me come back after making that change. Okay, so let's try this again. Now my Collie has full fight sets, so maybe my middle one will do more damage, but I think my Odin is also a little too weak for this. His skill 1 isn't even fully scaled up, so that's an issue, which is why we're missing some damage there as well. And overall, my twins are really weak. But let's try this one more time. Again, I think a strong person could carry the team, but if he can't, I think it will be, this is more than enough for R4. It's just that it's hard to find people doing BJ R4, right? I think everybody just grinds and tries to get BJ R5. So we don't want Bale to move. Okay, if Bale doesn't move, then that means it's good. If Bale moves twice, meaning we didn't have enough damage, then that's a problem, because then the Bale will die before hitting again. There you go, and then the Bale goes. So at least Bale goes twice, meaning that we could win this. So it's just RNG, I guess. There will be battles where you win and there'll be battles where you lose if there is somebody to carry you. But for the rune quality, for the amount of runes and grinds this account had, I think this is a successful run, successful improvement. He will just need to work on improving his Bale. And with this, I think he could easily do R4. I mean, we saw that he could easily do R5. Okay, so we got a guy that's not a BJR5 user, sorry, a BJR4 user. So I don't know if this is going to work. We don't have a crit lead. We have a 38 crit lead, but still not a 100 crit rate. And I think then we're in trouble. Oh, we do. Oh my goodness. We actually do a lot of damage. If we had one more person, this guy here, if he had a BJR4, this would have been so easy. I think we're gonna fail this because he does not have a BJR4. Let's see. Oh, we got the defense break though. That's good. That's good. Okay. Our Bales can actually move. Okay, I think we got this. Thankfully. If that guy had a Bale team, this would have been a 20-second, 30-second run. But we got it to work. Yeah, new record. Even with that, it was a new record. We did the most. We're not getting any good grinds, but I think this guy needs to go. I think this guy needs to go. I guess he wants to play. Let's hear it one more time. We'll just go with the non-BGR5 player. I mean, if it works, right? That means you just need 2 people that has the Bale team, and then the last person could be whatever team they want it to be, and it still works. So I think that's what's important. Here we do 25k to this guy. We're gonna get the jump right here. Yep, we get the jump. And we'll just see if this works. I don't know the turn order right now. I don't know if Bale's moving. 5 stacks. We need a defense break. Oh wow, it came right in the middle. This might still work. This might still work. Yes. Bale moves. Thank you. Okay. So thankfully with this, we know that he could do BJR5 and BJR4 without issue, and BJR5 it could work if he gets carried by somebody that's stronger than him. Again, we are first place in contribution, meaning that we are up there with his team, but overall slightly below the condition that you need for a BJR5. Trojan, I hope you're happy with the result. This is the best we could do with your current account. And for a 200-day account, I think you're going the right way. And I'm happy that you're trying to do R5. It will get better. Run R4 during the meantime. Get more grinds. Grind out your runes, especially your Fatal or Rage runes. Get more damage on your Bale, because all the other units are built on the R5 condition, R5 constraints, meaning you could just leave them as is and they'll still work in R5. The only issue you have is your Bale, who's not doing enough damage, and you need 10k more damage coming in. So that's a pretty big improvement in your rune quality, plus grinds, plus your towers, because you're missing Ancient Sword and your Fire Sanctuary damage that are currently only level 3 and 4 right now. That's a lot. And also your crit damage one too. Your crit damage one is level 1. So I think that says everything. First, work on, while you're grinding, while you're farming more runes, make sure you consistently do your arena, because by doing so, your R5, BGR5 will come naturally. But that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.